What's up, guys? Um, I thought I would do a video, somewhat of an update on a couple things, and just do a little chat on something that pretty much everybody knows about, but thought I'd give my take on it. So first thing, last video I showed I got my Provari. I was very happy. I'd had it for, that was the second day that I had it. And later that day, I was using it. And one thing to start, the menu, I don't know why, but it would skip settings and it would jump, like, especially changing voltage, it would jump from, like, say, 4.2, and then I'd press it once to go up to 4.3, and then it would go like 4.5. And I only pressed the button once, and I do know that that button can be a little difficult to work with when starting out. When you first get it, because there's not a lot of it doesn't click, so there's not a lot of feedback to it. So and it started doing that stuff since day one, and I figured, well, maybe I need to get to know how the button works, and it needs to be a more precise, dead on, deliberate press. You can't just be like, I don't know, like you would turn one of these on an ego battery or something like that. So I waited a couple days, and it was still doing it. Sometimes to access the menu system, it would take 3 presses. Sometimes it would take 6. So I asked a couple people on forums, and they said that no, that's not normal. And then later on, I'm just checking it out. I'm looking at it, and I notice below the button, towards the bottom, there's like these scratches in the paint, and I'm, what the fuck, and I didn't drop it. I've had it 3 days. It's a Provari. I baby everything I have as far as vaping stuff goes. I know this stuff can be pretty delicate at times, so I baby the shit out of it. I didn't drop it. So I emailed ProVape, and I asked them about the menu system, and they said that no, that's not normal. You should probably have it sent in. And I said, okay. And on top of that, that there's some scratches in it. And they asked me to send in some pictures. So I emailed them some pictures, and the lady, I spoke with 2 women. One was Kim, and one was Jennifer. Both of them were kick-ass. They helped me out quite a bit. That's one thing I will say. When you buy a Provari, you're not just buying a mod. You're buying a 1-year warranty. You can buy a 2-year warranty with it, and you're paying for the service you get with it. At any time during, you owning a Provari, you can send it in for repairs, upgrades, whatever you need. So you're not just paying for a mod, you're paying for the service too. And I will say that ProVape service is kick-ass. So they sent me a UPS prepaid shipping label. I sent it in, and that was Tuesday. It's now Thursday. So I'm probably not going to have Provari until Monday or Tuesday of next week. So that being said, using one of my ego batteries because I'm not too happy with my Sigelli Z-Max. So that's, I don't know, maybe I'm just being picky about it. It doesn't have any real issues. I just feel like on the Z-Max, when you set to voltage, it's I don't know, it kind of burns hotter than what you set it at, so I don't know. But anyways, do an update on this Aspire Mini Vivi Nova I got from Inhaler. This thing's working awesome. great flavor, great vapor. It is dual coil, so that's awesome. I haven't had any leaks whatsoever. The one thing that does kind of bug me is the connection on it in there. You have to pull the post sometimes for it to make contact with like an Ego battery or a Z-Max or pretty much everything I have except the Provari. I had to pull the post on this. For some reason on the Provari it made contact. So I don't know. But that's the only downside to this, is you're gonna have to get like a little micro screwdriver and put it in that hole right in there and kind of like, you know, finesse it a little bit to get the post out to where it'll make contact with your device. For me, it's not that big of a deal. It takes a couple minutes to get it to where you want it. But for other people, you know, that aren't really as, you know, into the vaping thing as most of us are, they don't want that. That's a pain in the ass. So, you know, maybe they might want to get that fixed. But as far as the way it vapes and everything, it's awesome. I love it. I have some Oreo from Ben Johnson's Awesome Sauce in here, or cream as they call it now. Let's see if this thing will make contact. All the coils they have for these right now are 1.8 ohm. You can't buy anything higher than that right now. But on this Ego battery, I have it set to 4.2 volts. And it's working awesome. Flavors kick ass. You get a nice little throat hit. And it's working great. And it's a bottom feeder, so you don't got to worry about, you know, tilting shit and, you know, all that. So, that's that. The Aspire Mini Vivi Nova from Inhaler.com. Put a link down there for you guys. You guys can go check it out. And they have a few different options. They also have the standard Vivi Nova style with, you know, this same setup inside. So there's a few different options you guys can choose from. Pick whichever one you guys like best. So now on to the next thing. When I first started vaping, I got one of these Easy Pin batteries. It came in a kit for $30. You get one of these, one of those T2, what they call a blow tank. Kind of weird, but yeah, $30, and this is what got me started. This is what started everything for me. So I have kept this battery for nostalgic reasons, but when I first got that, I learned that you know you can buy all different kinds of tanks to put on it, and one of the first ones that I bought was a Vivi Nova. At the time, I didn't know that they had knockoffs and that there was a genuine Vivi Nova from Vision, a Vision Vivi Nova, and that thing leaked all over the fucking place. So I thought, you know, these things suck. But and after that, I never gave it a try again. I was like, fuck those. I'm not wasting my money on it, because I paid $15 at a smoke shop for that one, and it sucked. So, you know, you live and learn, and I just didn't want to buy one again. But a while back, I was watching a video on YouTube, and the guy was saying that most people that say they don't like them haven't had a genuine Vision Vivi Nova. So I was like, all right, me and my brother-in-law my brother-in-law vapes too. So I was like, we should give these a shot. And I picked these up at aquavapor.com, which were actually cheaper than the piece of shit one I got at the smoke shop. So I got one. I got a black one. He got one in stainless. I believe this is the STV version, something like that. I don't know. It's got this little rubberized sleeve around it with the viewing windows, so you can see how much juice is in there. It works awesome. Warm vapor, good flavor. It wicks really nice. I haven't had any leaking issues yet. I've only had this 2 days, so over time I'll see if I'll be on the same wagon as everybody else, the hate wagon, hating the Vivi Novas. But yeah, as of right now, it's not bad. One thing I do really like about it is the drip tip well is nice and deep. This is a custom drip tip from Mystic Atmos. It's the Vape Life drip tip, and certain, like the Kinger Pro tank too, this won't seat entirely in there. A little bit of the post from the drip tip sticks up, but this tank, it sits in there all the way. It does look kind of funny because, the top cap kind of tapers out a little bit, and so there's like this little lip, but it doesn't really bother me. My girlfriend got me this drip tip, so it's my favorite one, and I use it on everything that I can. So I like to use it on that. And same as this is the Aspire. It'll fit nice and flush in here. This also has a really deep well for, whichever drip tip you want to use in it. But anyways, one thing about this is you do have to tilt it once it gets to a certain level to wick properly. But other than that, I mean, you see guys using Zen Addies all the time. They gotta do the same thing. You gotta do the Zen tilt. Haven't had any problems with the coils in here. I believe this is a 2.4 ohms, so I have this at 4.4 volts. And it works great. Main reason I got the black one was because I had a black Provari and I thought it would look sick on a black Provari. But now that I had that issue with the scratches in the paint, I asked them to send me a silver one so I wouldn't have to worry about that, because if you do get one with scratches in the paint, I'm not saying you will, but if you do, email them. You paid a lot of fucking money for that thing, and it should be perfect. Unless you bought one that said like it was a blimmed device, email them and tell them what's up. Like I said, you paid a lot of money for it. You deserve a perfect device. So with it being scratched and all, they send the Provaris out to a different company to have that coating on it, the color coating. It's Cerakote, and I believe they use that same coating on firearms. So they have to send them out to a different company. So that means if you get one that's scratched, you didn't know it was scratched, you didn't buy a blimmed item, that means they have to send you a brand new one, because they can't recoat it there. So I asked them to send me a silver one, instead of the black, so that way I don't have to worry about it getting scratched, you know, and I don't have to worry about the paint kind of wearing off over time. I mean, I'm not saying it will. That coating on there is really nice, so I mean, it would take a long time for that stuff to come off, but damn, this is a long video. I'm really sorry about that. So anyways, that's what I want to talk about. The Vision Vivi Nova. If you're gonna buy one, if you want to try one out, make sure it's a genuine Vision Vivi Nova and not some Chinese knockoff. I've also heard that the Smoke Tech Vivi Novas are good too. You give one of those a try. Purchase at your own risk. I haven't tried one yet, but if you're gonna get one, get a Vision Vivi Nova. They work the best. The Aspire, give these a try. They're awesome. I really think if they get that center post issue fixed, and Phil Basardo also has a really, really good video on these, way better than I can ever do. I really think, I agree with him, if they get that center post issue fixed and they can get it to where it makes connection with all your devices, this could definitely replace the EVOD. That's my opinion. But anyways, guys, until the next time, maybe when I get my Provari in, I'll do an update video on that. But yeah, until then, take it easy. Really sorry for the long video. Keep on vaping, guys.